Let me ask you something straight up. When you hear the term alpha male, what comes to mind? Be honest. Do you picture some guy at the gym shouting through his reps, or maybe someone who always needs to be the loudest in the room? If that's your idea of an alpha male, I hate to break it to you, but you've been lied to. Let's keep it real for a second. When you walk into a room, do people notice you? Do they naturally respect you? Or are you the guy who fades into the background, invisible and irrelevant? That might sting. But if that's you, it's time to change. Here's the truth. Being an alpha isn't about how big your muscles are or how much money you have. It's about how you carry yourself, how you handle pressure, and how you make others feel in your presence. It's about becoming the kind of man people want to follow, not because you're loud, but because your energy demands respect. And let me tell you something. This journey we're about to go on, it's not for everyone. If you're looking for some quick hack to fake being an alpha, you can leave now. But if you're serious about becoming the real deal, you're in the right place. Over the next 11 days, we're going to break down everything you need to do, step by step, to become the man you're meant to be. So, are you ready? Let's go. Let's get something straight. Being an alpha male isn't about being the loudest guy in the room, flexing your muscles, or acting like you're better than everyone else. Those stereotypes, they're for insecure people who don't understand what true power looks like. Real alpha males operate on a completely different level. First, let's talk about confidence. Alpha males don't fake it. They have this quiet, unshakable belief in themselves. Why? Because they've put in the work. If you're walking around unsure of yourself, constantly questioning every move, let me be honest, you're not fooling anyone. People can sense it. And here's the truth. Nobody is going to respect you until you respect yourself. That means stepping up and owning who you are, flaws and all. Now, emotional intelligence. This is where most guys fall flat. Being an alpha isn't about controlling other people. It's about controlling yourself. How often do you lose your temper over something small? Someone cuts you off in traffic and suddenly you're yelling like a maniac. That's not power. That's weakness. Alpha males don't waste energy on things they can't control. Instead, they focus on what they can change, starting with their own reactions. Let me hit you with a tough question. Are you the guy people trust to keep it together when things get tough? If the answer is no, you've got work to do. Start by becoming more self-aware. Pay attention to your triggers and practice responding instead of reacting. And finally, leadership. This is where the real magic happens. Alpha males don't wait for opportunities, they create them. They're the ones people look to for guidance, not because they demand it, but because they inspire it. Ask yourself, when was the last time someone genuinely looked to you for direction? If it's been a while or never, it's time to change that. Start taking responsibility in small ways. Lead in your friend group, at work, or even in your family. Leadership isn't about barking orders. It's about setting an example that others want to follow. Now let me hit you with something harsh. If you're blaming other people for where you're at in life, stop right now. That mindset is the farthest thing from alpha. Life isn't fair. Deal with it. The sooner you take ownership of your situation, the sooner you can start changing it. By now, you might be realizing something. Becoming an alpha male isn't about adding things to your life. It's about stripping away the things that are holding you back. The insecurities, the excuses, the fear of judgment, all of that has to go. And you know what? That's the hardest part. It's not going to be easy. But if you're serious about this, if you're really ready to step up, then this journey is going to change everything for you. All right, here's the deal. Everything we talked about today, from confidence to emotional control to leadership, starts with one simple truth. You have to take responsibility for who you are right now. Nobody's going to hand you respect, and nobody's going to magically turn you into the man you want to be. That's all on you. So here's your first challenge. Sit down and be brutally honest with yourself. What's holding you back? Is it your lack of confidence? Is it fear of failure? Maybe you don't feel like you're good enough. Whatever it is, write it down. Get it out of your head and onto paper. You can't fix a problem until you admit it exists. And let me warn you, this journey isn't going to be comfortable. Growth never is. You're going to face some hard truths about yourself over the next 11 days. But let me ask you this. What's the alternative? Stay stuck where you are? Keep living a life where you don't command the respect you know you deserve? No, that's not who you are. That's not why you're here. You took the first step by watching this video, and that says a lot about you. But watching isn't enough. You've got to take action. So, here's your first step. Own your flaws, but don't let them define you. Accept where you are, but commit to where you want to be. Tomorrow, we're diving straight into building unshakable confidence, the kind that doesn't just turn heads, but makes people stop and listen. So, if you're serious about leveling up, I'll see you right here. Let's get to work.